Hi guys, welcome back to a stunning calm evening on the Isle of Mull. Sorry I've been away a little while, but quite busy actually. And obviously COVID thrown into the mix as well, so I haven't done any of these for a little while. And I thought tonight was a good night, and the fact that the sun is just across here, I thought we'd talk a little bit about the sun's effect on our skeletal structure. Now, the winters up here can be rather harsh. Luckily, we're coming out of it now. And this winter in particular has been rather dark and dreary and wet. So lovely to see the big yellow orb in the sky come back again. And it plays a crucial role in the strength and health of our skeletal structure. Now, the reason for that is about 90% of our vitamin D is created under our skin, and we need UV rays to help to synthesize that vitamin D. And that vitamin D helps us to absorb phosphorus and calcium in our gut, which are some of the main building blocks that we require for our skeleton and to keep it nice and strong. And I want you to think of your skeleton not just as a framework really for muscle tissue and tendons and ligaments to hang off, but as a store of calcium. And we require calcium in every muscle contraction that we make. So we're always pulling away calcium from our skeleton, and we're replenishing it with the food that we eat. So a little bit of our a little bit of our calcium will obviously come from our intake of dairy products, but we require vitamin D really to absorb that calcium and phosphorus and to then be able to use those building blocks. So vitamin D is very, very important to our bone structure and strength. We have quite a relatively short season up here to develop that build up of vitamin D. So really from spring through to autumn time, because of where we are located on the earth, we don't get many UV rays in the winter up here, as I'm sure you know. So really important that we make the most of the spring, summer and early autumn period and get outside and get access to some sunlight. And lack of vitamin D has been associated with weak skeletal structure, but also things like osteoporosis and depression as well. And it also has quite a close association with things like MS and rheumatoid arthritis and cardiovascular disease. So really important that we get our face out in the sun and get some sunlight on our skin whenever we can. Now, obviously, we need to be careful in the height of the summer as well when it comes to skin damage. And my suggestion would be to try and get outside and give yourself at least 10 minutes in the height of summer without sun cream on, because sun cream will compromise your ability to develop vitamin D under your skin. But we only need little and often, so 10 minutes will do it before you apply your sun cream. You just need to make sure you remember to put it on after you've been outside for a little while. And obviously up here on the west coast of Scotland, the air is very clear, unlike some big city areas where there's a lot more sort of pollution in the air, which doesn't let the UV light through. We get a lot more up here, so we just have to be that little extra bit careful. And if you can combine being outside with an active hobby, then obviously you get the added benefits, whether it be walking, gardening, kayaking, cycling, and just let yourself get access to a little bit of sunlight. If you're concerned, then you can talk to your GP, and GPs up and down the country will now quite readily recommend vitamin D supplementation. But remember, we still need to get outside, and we still need to get access to those ultraviolet rays to help it become active within our bodies. But certainly, if you're concerned about the amount of time that perhaps you do get outside in the winter, then talk to your GP and just make sure that it's all okay. Vitamin D supplementation is absolutely fine in the vast majority of cases. There's just one or two medications that it may not react well with, so just check it up with your GP. And there we are, 5 minutes, not bad. And I'll leave you with a little look around here, just to show you that the sun has actually come out. Look after yourself, guys. I'll catch up soon. Bye bye.